morning, babes. Okay, so today we're going to cover Instagram story basics. If you are new to Instagram, this is the tutorial for you. If you're already a novice and a pro, we have some other ones, so check those out. But if you're into stories on the basic level, this is how we are going to get started. Okay, so what we need to cover first is how we actually get into stories. Once you're on your Instagram business page and you're scrolling through, looking at everybody's photos and their grid, in the upper right corner, there is a little video icon. If you click on that, that's gonna take you back inside your Instagram stories. Now, once you're here, this is where you really need to play around and try things out. There are a ton of options, and this is where I challenge you to just really play and have fun with it and try different things and see what you like. For the most part, you're either going to be shooting in normal or hands-free. Those are probably the 90% of the settings that you will use. So when you're in normal, that's where you can take photos, and if you hold it down, it will video as well. Now, when you swipe that to the left, you will see the hands-free button. The hands-free is where you can press it and it will continuously record you talking or sharing aspects of your life, whatever it might be, so that you don't have to hold that button down. Okay, now why Instagram stories? This is a tool that is so vital to your business, and it's one that you will see probably the biggest results with. They work really well together as far as your Instagram grid and your Instagram stories, but what people really gravitate to with stories is that they create a real bonded relationship with you. They are able to see how fun you are, how cute you are, all the cool things that are going on in your life and behind the scenes. A lot of times people think that, oh my gosh, this is dumb, why would anybody want to know about this? But the truth is, your followers are following you for a reason, and it's because they like you. I know, big brain buster, but they really truly do. So for them to be able to see you and get to know you on a behind the scenes sort of moment is really where people will integrate or interact, and they will get to build a relationship with you that's more than just a pretty photo that you posted on your grid. As much as you might write really cool stuff on your photos and posts, stories is really where they connect with you, and that's where they build a relationship that they feel like they know you. Anytime somebody can hear a voice, they are just scientifically more drawn to that than they are a photo. So using stories is really a big, important part of your business. Now let's talk about some do's and don'ts with Instagram stories. Let's start with the don'ts. We'll just get those out of the way. Don't over dot. And I'm sure you're like, wait, what does that mean? Well, when you're looking at a story, you'll see at the very top of that story, there's dashes or dots. If you are constantly building stories that are so long, you're gonna have itty bitty dots up there, which means that your story is way too long, and most of the time, people are gonna tune out. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do long stories sometimes, just don't do them all the time. You should really focus on having dashes, not dots. That makes a huge difference when you are creating that content that really pulls people in. Now, the other thing that's a big deal is don't over filter. You're going to see on Instagram stories there are a ton of filters. The filters are fun, and I do think you should use them, and there's a time and place. But when we are talking about our makeup or our products that we're sharing, people really need to be able to see the product, not filtered with something that obstructs it and doesn't really showcase how amazing it is. So try to find good light, try to find a good background, and work in that aspect before you are filtering something and it doesn't really showcase how pretty our makeup is. So those are probably my biggest don'ts. Let's talk about the do's. When it comes to do's, there's a billion things that you can do. obviously. But I really think the most important part is that you post every single day. Instagram stories only runs for 24 hours and then it disappears. So the important part is that you always have something in your story that's constantly feeding. So if you make it a practice and a habit to be posting something every single day, you will see that that interaction will build and your content will grow. So you should be sharing things in your story that are different than just everything that you post on your feed. Let people really get to know you. Like, what's your workout program? How do you style your hair? How cute your 2-year-old is? Maybe a hard thing that you're going through in your life. Whatever that might be, people really want to connect. So putting that content up there every single day is awesome because it will fall off within 24 hours. I also think that you should be sharing something business related to your stories every single day. Now, that's not saying that you should do a full makeup tutorial every day, but maybe showcase a product that you love. It doesn't always have to be a mascara product either. Maybe showcase a new blush you found or a new eyeshadow, eyelashes, whatever it might be. That's what you should be posting and giving tips and tricks. Try to focus on giving free content, free advice on your stories, because that's really where people will have a lot of fun and really get to know you. Okay, do make sure that you are posting the stuff that you post in your grid, which is your feed when you're scrolling through, to your Instagram stories. So let's talk how to do this, because this is like double dipping the work that you do. So if somebody misses it on your grid, they'll see it in stories, or vice versa. So in order to do this, say you post a really pretty before and after on your grid. When you open that photo, so if you click on your own photo where you're looking at the comments and that interaction, there's like a little paper airplane or an arrow. Click on that and it will pull up a list of names. You will be at the very top of it and it will say share to my story. So if you click on that, it will automatically bring it to your story, and this is where you can post it out to the people that might be just scrolling through stories aimlessly. So when you're doing this, make it fun, make it a little bit different. There are options within the Instagram stories that allows you to put GIFs, stickers, create polls. This is an amazing way for people to start building interaction with you. And the more people are interacting, the more Instagram rewards you and boosts you in the algorithm. So by using polls, and polls would be stuff like, do you want to see a lip tutorial or a hair tutorial? And you can put it on there so people can vote. You can get people to ask questions and interact. Maybe you want to say, what's your horoscope? And let people interact on that. Like, whatever it might be, it's just a good way to build that connection and boost your algorithm. So take that time to post the things that you do on your grid to your stories and build that fun interaction. This is another and really important tip to realize with Instagram stories. Now think about how you use Instagram stories. The truth of the matter is 50% of the people that view Instagram stories at one time are listening to it or watching it on mute. That means they have no sound. So if I'm just talking away, they don't really know what I'm saying. So be creative in getting them to turn off mute and turn sound on and listen to you. So do things like write a caption on your actual story as you're posting it. Use those cute little GIF stickers and say things like listen to me or sound on, whatever it might be that gets people to really be like, okay, what is this girl talking about? I just have to know. So be sure to utilize those and get people to turn the sound on, because they actually do listen to them on mute a lot of the time. And in the new recent polls that Instagram has released, more people are watching stories than they are watching live tutorials. So utilize that and produce both of that content and try to hit people on both sides. So when you are posting something to Instagram stories, it only is a 15-second snippet. So you'll see that it films you in 15-second little grids. The best way to put up a video that you have recorded, so say you did a full makeup tutorial and you want to put it on your stories, you should put it in an app that is called Cut Story. I will put this app on the comments here so that you guys can grab it. But Cut Story is a free app that will automatically cut whatever video you make into 15-second snippets that you can upload individually to Instagram. It'll cut it in order, so you just go through and you upload them individually, which does sometimes get a little tedious, but it does make really good content. Now, when you are creating videos that you are going to put onto Instagram, try to think about time. I would suggest that you keep those videos at about 5 minutes. Sometimes you can create them a little bit longer, but to be the most impactful and get people to actually watch with it the whole time and not just click on by, I would try to keep it at under 5 minutes. Okay, I hope this covers everything for you on a basic level for Instagram stories. Start doing this, start utilizing it, and if you make it a goal to post every day, you will see that that interaction and the numbers of what you're creating will go up. I swear it. So now, if you want something that is a little bit more pro level for Instagram, we have tutorials for that as well, but be sure to check out all of our other tutorials because there is so much good stuff for you guys to learn. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Amanda Hill. I will see you guys next time. Bye.